DevOps culture into IT. We are discussing here development and operations. Actually, these are the two different teams in IT, and they are good in their work. What work they do? Development team, of course, they do write code, they do write programs, and they are very, very good in writing programs, creating new functionalities for the software, that application. And operations team is good in configuring hardwares, maintaining hardwares, uh, networking, then their maintenance, monitoring. There's a lot of things done by operations team. So you can see that development dev is nothing but this is the team which is giving birth to the application, the software, with the help of coding. But it will be maintained, it will be nurtured, it will be nourished by operations team over the years. So in development and operations, we have to do certain tasks. So those tasks, with the help of this DevOps process, DevOps practice, will be doing it more faster and more reliable. That is the ultimate aim of DevOps. And it focuses on automation, collaboration, continuous integration, or you can say continuous delivery, and monitoring also, to improve software quality and delivery speed. Just we have discussed the same thing. To make it more faster and reliable, we have to do what? Better collaboration of different teams. Then automation. Yes, automation is one of the key part of the DevOps. But saying automation is DevOps, it's wrong. Yes, DevOps, one of the largest part is automation. The second one is a collaboration of different teams like development team, operations team, and continuous integration. Continuously, software developers are integrating their code with each other with central repository. And that is being built, being tested, being deployed is done by the CI/CD part of your DevOps. And once it is deployed, it will be continuously monitored with the help of monitoring tools. So with the help of certain set of tools, certain set of practices, we can improve the quality and delivery of speed. So as I said, in IT, from you can say decades, there's both the teams, development and operations team. Both the teams are working in silos. And when there was no DevOps culture, no DevOps process and all, at that time they were doing their tasks, most of the tasks manually. And we know that if there is a manual or interaction, manual way of working, then definitely there is a speed. Lack of speed is also a big aspect, but there is always a chance of a mistake. So because the two different teams are working together, and at aim the deployment, at aim the product is not being delivered to the client, and who is going to take the blame for it? Because it becomes very difficult to find out whose fault is there in initial time. So to make it more responsible, to make it more, we can say, answerable, more automatic, we need a new culture. We needed a new culture like DevOps, where not only those different teams are coming together and sorting out their problems, but also they are making sure that softwares, applications are created faster and tested faster and delivered faster. So To follow these practices, we need engineer who is called DevOps engineer, who is making sure that these two teams are working together in peace. They are communicating with each other. They are having a proper dialogue, and they're resolving their issues. So the deployment will not affect. So we'll try to understand comparatively what are the jobs, roles, and responsibilities of each, you can say, part of IT called operations, development, and DevOps. So we discussed about development. The development people do design and develop new features with the help of programs, fixing bug and improving performance. But here I want to give you a small example, guys. We all have used WhatsApp. And if you are using WhatsApp from last 10 years or 10 to 12 years or maybe 8, 9 years at least. So at initial stage of WhatsApp had only messaging functionality. Okay, later they introduced status, then later they introduced digital payment, Meta AI, so many things they have integrated now. And in this way, there's engineers who are designing, they're integrating, they are creating new features for the software, fixing bugs and improving performance. Sometimes the product you are using over the period, we get to know some flaws in it. So fixing those flaws is also a responsibility of development team. Collaborate with QA to test software. Yes, definitely. Once the developer has written a code, written a program, created a functionality, features, someone has to test them upon, like with the help of certain parameters. So what it will be? It will be given a green signal to launch, to make it available for end user, to make it available to your clients. And the tool they do use frequently is a Git. It's not actually Git. Git is a particular product's name, but the technology, but the way of like working style, the purpose of it is version control. And one of the version control system is used mostly in most of the projects is Git and GitHub. There are competitors like Bitbucket is there, Code Commit is there from AWS. So a lot of their different, you can say, version control system, but Git is a famous one, which is maintained by Microsoft now. So guys, developers, they do use mostly Git and they do this certain tasks. What about operations? Yes, operations people, they do monitor the servers and applications. Monitoring servers application is also essential because see, the code is running, the application is running in certain hardware, and you have to take care of the hardware. You have to always be um, very careful about their availability, and it is possible with continuous monitoring. So in DevOps, we do use continuous monitoring with the help of certain automated tools. So operations, one of the responsibility is always monitoring the servers and applications. Then deploy code to production environment. Deploying code to production environments. We'll be talking about environments. What is environment? What is mean by production environment? Just for time being, you put it in your mind that production environment means the code is being directly consumed by end user. Okay, it is being launched, final launch. Okay, manage databases, networks, and system uptime. Everything is related to service and applications maintenance is taken care by operations team. And the handling incidents and fee ensure system reliability. Some unforeseen situations may come, and those have to be dealt by this operations team. Sometimes some applications may not be working properly, or somewhere there is a server problem. So you have to resolve it on time. So no downtime will be faced by your company, by your end users. And let's talk about now the DevOps. What are the roles and responsibility of a DevOps team also? Set up CI/CD pipeline, continuous integration, and what continuous delivery pipelines are set by DevOps team. Automated testing and automated deployments is also a responsibility of DevOps. Manage infrastructure as a code, IAC, and we will be learning in AWS. We do have CloudFormation, but rather than focusing upon CloudFormation, we'll be focusing upon Terraform. Terraform is a one third-party famous tool for managing infrastructure as a code, IAC tool. Then monitoring application performance and logs. As I said, continuous integration, continuous monitoring is also there. So this is done by tools like Prometheus, Grafana, and so many others. Okay, but in this course we'll be learning about Prometheus and Grafana. Improve collaboration. If you go to the AWS, AWS has its own technology